Okay, welcome back to You Can Do It. Today we are looking at making a battery power pack for USB or USB-C for your phone or whatever you want, any external device you want to charge. So a lot of the ones that you buy on the internet are not really up to it and they don't work very well. So it's best to try and make one. So this video is about making one ourselves out of good quality, high-powered 18650 battery. So let's see what we've got in here. I'm making this video to try and save you some time and show you how easy it is. I've researched on the internet. I've also got another video out on my channel about making one that's twice the size of this, which has been a godsend, which is why I'm actually making another one, because especially with my daughter, she uses the big one and she walks around with that all the time, and when we go camping it's got lights on. Anyway, less about that one, more about this one. So I've done some research and I've got this, and I've learned from my other one. So I've got a link to this in the description. Look at that. This is a nice aluminium case. And this is really important. They're screws. So basically the advantage of this is you can put your 1860 batteries in there, which I'll come to in a little bit later, where I get them from. You can put them in there, but the main thing is it's screwed in with screws here, which means if you've got a problem with a cell or anything, you can replace it really easily. Okay, so literally, on here you've got two USBs, you've got a USB-C, micro USB input. So if we move over to here, if I open this drawer, look, I've got all my cells. Now these cells actually came out of a e-bike battery which had a cell go bad in it. So I opened that up and tore all these out. Now I don't recommend you do that yourself, because you can get yourself in a bit of a pickle. But anyway, these are 18650 cells and they're all okay because they've all been tested. So I'm going to take 8 of these and put them in that charger. So let me get these out. I've got out my 8 cells there, and literally this is how easy it is. We just literally negative on. Now make sure you get these in the right way, because if you get it wrong they'll short. They will cause a lot of damage. So let me put that on there for a second. All right, let's put these in here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Right, then that goes like this. I do like that case. There we are. So we've got a screen on it. It will tell me status of it, which is really useful. Which I had, which sort of had just bars on the last one, which was a bit of the big one, which is a bit of a pain. And then we're going to screw this onto here, which means that's how easy it is. So let me I've got some tiny little screws here. So let me get my little tiny screwdriver, which is here, and I'll screw these into here. Put one in there. Well, so what I learned from my last one is that it's really handy to have an easy way to get to the cells. Not that I've actually had a problem with the cell, but it was just, I actually had a problem with something else. It actually broke, one of the connectors in it broke. So I had to come and resolder it up. But that's another, which is why I've actually gone for, just a single row of batteries, because in the ones with more rows, if you drop it, those cells can move around a bit. And I feel a little bit safer with just, I've got 2 more here to put in. Put them in. Okay, let's get it all a bit the same. Yeah, perfect. Right, okay, so, if you double click it, it comes on. And I think if you hold your finger for a bit longer, yeah, look, a light comes on. You've got this little cool little light. So it's obviously hard to see it with the main light on, but it works. It's obviously good if you like camping or trying to get somewhere. Really useful. So then I think you just do another 2 seconds and it's off. We've got that, and then like I say, double click and you get your source there. Look, it's 98%. So what I've actually found out is you just have to put a charging in the charging port just to charge it for a second. And then it all operates. So that's telling me it's like 98% charged. Now we've got a USB-C output there. So I put that in there. Look, it's showing you your voltage, which is 5 volts and no amps, obviously, because I'll leave that. Oh, it's gone off. Okay, that'll be fine. That's just a sec. So then if we put this into this mobile phone here, that'll kick in. So that goes in. There we are. Look, so this is charging. That phone's charging. And that's telling me that it's charging at 5 volts and the amperage. That's a nice piece of kit, that. I like that. It's this aluminium casing is smart. It's obviously going to get scratched up with being chucked around unless I put some sort of make some sort of pocket for it or something. But yeah, so that's got 2 USB outputs, Type C USB output, and in is a micro USB charging port. All right. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to use that for a while, and then I'll do a review video after I've used it for a bit. But if it's anything like the double one I've got of these, a big one, they're brilliant. So that is how easy it is, guys, to make yourself a really nice portable, and that's, like I say, 22.5 watt power pack with those 18650 batteries from an old e-bike battery. But you can get those batteries from computers, from Makita batteries or anything. And usually what happens is one cell will go down, and then it'll take the lot, and then the thing registers as defect. But there's most of the other cells are good. But I don't recommend taking those cells out. But you can buy them on the internet, things like that. So hope this video has been really useful, because this is really is a lifesaver when you've got these. I've got an iPhone 14 Max, and it needs a big charger. So the little ones that you buy, little sort of power packs, are just useless with it. But this sort of thing is brilliant, and this will actually charge your laptop and everything. So when I'll charge this up and see how I get on. But I'll do a review video for this. So I hope this video has been helpful. If you like the channel, please subscribe, because I think only about literally less than 2% of my viewers are actually subscribed. I know my videos are all on lots of different things, but they're all useful life hacks, as we say. So hope to see you on the new channel. Just remember, the most important thing, you can do it.